vehicle. No Dance of Death.
I'd like to see the elf bear
Yeah.
hit and run a little bit more.
Oh, he's using the vehicles due to the fact that he did lose a few troops there.
I think he might have just kissed an assault marine.
Actually, yeah, I think it does do friendly fire. Yes, you're right. That's pretty interesting, actually.
Huge micro mistake there.
Yep, good point.
The Space Marine player looks like he's actually going to defend this off. I take back what I said about him not being very powerful. He's doing it all without anti-tank the whole time. Just relying on 2 melter bombs.
It's true, amazingly enough, the Elder's forced to pull back.
He's decided to chase him in.
Wants to get that vehicle, but I doubt he will manage it.
No, I would give that up, mate.
Yep.
Rather than reinforcing his squads, if he's got the cap threat, you know, I'd rather see him run 3 squads of assault marines, and then he gets 3 melter bombs and 3 chances to build sergeants.
That would help a lot.
He seems to be reinforcing his men over that option, which also has its benefits. I mean, it's less likely that you're going to lose a unit in a key fight that was tying up the unit. But I think he really needs the 3rd melter bomb. I don't think 2 with their long cooldown is going to cut it.
Yeah, he definitely needs more anti-vehicle in some way, and he's not going to get tactical marines or vehicles. Melter bombs would be necessary. Oh, he's getting charged for a Grey Knight. That's interesting. I don't see that very much.
He is going pure assault. It is definitely a very exciting playstyle, and it's proven very effective for him. I think he's going to finish this game with this attack right now.
That would be pretty interesting. I don't think he'll manage it quite yet, but let's see. He's going to spend a lot on the micro of the outer player.
Well, the elf player, he's really going to struggle to put the damage output down to drop the heroes. I mean, the force
extra Harlequins could help, but no Harlequin died. LP2s are shooting away. 2 squads of warp spiders, not a 3rd squad. They don't really get much of a chance to shoot.
Fighting, the elf player is recapping and LPing his strategic points, so the Space Marine player can afford slightly larger losses here, as long as he continues to delay the economy of the elf. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's got his hero upgrades now, so he's going to have a trio of very powerful.
Space Marine does have a hero upgrade, I checked that earlier. And he does have slightly better economy, does requisition at least.
So with the chat lane healing aura and the fact that they get +1 hit point per second, the longer the fight goes on, the better.
Very tough.
What do we think the elf needs to do? What to mix things up?
I think more Harlequins would help, or alternatively more vehicles. Yeah, Harlequins with Dance of Death would help a lot in a close quarter fight like this. Dark Reapers and Lee, definitely not the correct way to do it.
It's all over.
Well,
I'm calling it.
Yeah, Space Marines are dying left and right. Still has... Oh, that's pretty interesting. Actually, the player has very much units left. 1 squad of Warp Spiders, 1 squad of Rangers, and a Falcon versus Grey Knights, Force Commander, and 2 units of Assault Space Marines. Oh, and a Chaplain.
Time for melter bombs again soon. So I think that Falcon is going to be blasted out the air any second.
Yeah, the Elder is finally getting an eco upgrade, this will help, but Space Marine has a fair bit of army, he's not doing badly at all here.
He's not advanced his tech in any way, but he just holds more points than his opponent, so I think with every passing second his advantage is going to build.
Well, Elder does have more power income, and once this upgrade finishes we'll have more requisition income as well. So it's not nearly over yet. Wraith Lord Aspect Stone is going up, that could help a lot in this release.
Yeah.
But I think actually...
is assaulting all your ranged units. There's nothing quite like having a big stompy melee unit clean them off your lines.
But without the Holofield upgrade, his Wraith Lords will actually only have 2000 hit points, so it's not impossible to take them out. Actually, even a Force Commander in Chaplain and Lee can do the trick in a pinch.
But if he does get the up, then he's going to have to pause production of Wraith Lords. So,
right, so
an interesting decision which one he makes. If he wants more Wraith Lords or if he wants higher hit points.
That's 3000 hit points. Maybe he already got the upgrade, or I got the numbers wrong. not sure which it is.
Skull probe, come on. Is he using it for detection? But because he has the librarian now, he can go and stun the Wraith Lord.
Actually,
and
where's
like
the librarian?
if he gets the power sword upgrade, gets himself a nice hammer, then versing a stunned Wraith Lord, he'll definitely be able to do a ton of damage.
That's a hammer, alright.
And he's healed himself right up to green. I'd like to see him clump his men a little bit closer around the chat lane to benefit from the aura. It diminishes the further out you are.
They're already fully healed, so that's not an issue right now.
Okay. Take it back. Okay, so we have a lull in the fighting. Neither the Space Marine player does not seem to be switching tech. He's just getting every single upgrade he can.
I think this may well be the final fight. Both players are just getting army. Horde has decent economy, but still less good than Space Marines. So, oh, they're fighting a negative cover. That's actually really bad. That's causing a lot of hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, the elf player has a very good defensive position there.
We should teleport after them. A bit late, but
I don't know when. But now the elf is in defensive cover.
yes, Horde is in full force now. 3 full Guardian squads, vehicles. Space Marines on a retreat, and this is exactly what you talked about. When they are retreating, they can very easily be caught up. But Sword Space Marines come to the rescue. Warspiders have no jumps left.
This teleports now.
Yeah.
Perhaps it was a cunning trap. He's now going to turn on and slaughter the now relatively immobile warp spiders.
Alright, let's keep it
a
at
quick
that.
shout off. Yes, and this could have all been a master plan. He's going to find it hard to avoid the Grey Knight spell.
Let's give Jaracz the benefit of the doubt. Previous 2 games were just to lull Horde in a false sense of imbalance.
With a Falcon, I mean, he could have loaded up and ferried his men up.
Actually, there was a squad in there. I was watching the Space Marine point of view, so you can't see it then if a squad's in there. Well, Grey Knights is still alive and kicking. Spiring auras making everything do more damage.
I think, yeah, I mean, Grey Knights are initially very good at the start of T2, but now he's got all the Space Marine upgrades. I think he should consider switching, stopping reinforcing the Grey Knights because they take a wad load of power, and moving over to the Space Marine squads. Some heavy bolters, I think, would go a long way, or plasma guns.
Actually, he's also upgraded those Grey Knights with charge, if I remember correctly.
So if he has upgraded them, then
yeah, I think it's worthwhile to invest in them right now, especially with Chap Lane. They're pretty good meat shield, as well as a damage dealer.
Very good point.
Well,
do you remember them from back in Dark Crusade? Whenever they used to have twice the hit point capabilities. You just could not drop those guys.
But then again, everything Necron has had twice as much hit points as well, so it was hard for me to notice.
4 minutes until
Tier 3 for Elder now. Well, Space Marine is getting, well, actually it looks like they already have Tier 3.
He's building the orbs. I think we're going to be seeing Terminators or
Word
possibly Dreadnoughts anytime soon.
Word of the Emperor. Interesting.
And if he can just get his Force Commander to lay down one of those orbital bombardments on the Eldar's generators, then well, they'll just evaporate, really. And of course, if he can get Hero Upgrade version 2, then the Elf player is really going to struggle to drop these 3.
Well, he has a Word of the Emperor now, which can make his entire army invulnerable for a while. Well, not invulnerable, but unkillable.
I think that's going to be useful.
Yes, very much so. He's also getting Terminators. Second hero upgrade, as you those are ranged, I think. I think Space Marine is going to win this, actually. Very interesting game.
The Eldar player is switching it up. It looks like he's going for an attack round the top right, but his force is looking very small.
Yes, he's moving Warp Spiders around, not sure why. Maybe he's expecting an attack from here.
I think he's going for the critical location. Check that out. I mean,
not
they can teleport away if they get in any danger, so... and there's a take and hold on. Is that for the Space Marine or for the Elf player?
Oh, it says here Jaracz. So, that's a Space Marine.
I think we got that motivation. Oh, because he's managed to keep a Scout Squad alive the whole game.
And Assault Space Marines prevent Warp Spiders from doing anything.
Or is he saving it?
Warp Spiders are not a unit you want to split up from the rest of your army, I think. You need to keep them with the rest, so you can have proper support. One unit by itself. Yeah, when Terminators come, Elder still doesn't have tier 3. No, just finished.
Right, they're still not good yet until he can put assault cannons on them. But
That's true. Oh.
when he manages that, they just melt infantry like you wouldn't believe. And if the Eldar is not in T3 himself, then I do predict a very, very swift end to the battle now that the Terminators are here. They are, after all, the Emperor's finest.
That's true.
As they
2
keep
assault
finding
cannon are up.
every time you click on them. Of course, it does take a considerable amount of time to actually walk them to the enemy's base.
Veterans as well, and he says GG, a bit premature I think, but
There we go.
wow, I would have liked to see. Oh, is he still playing? Oh, over the strike.
We get to see the explosion.
That's something at least. Better not leave the game. Don't leave. Oh, you bastard! That was going to be epic. Why couldn't he finish that? Well, that's.
That was a very impressive game from Jaracz. Oh, sorry, you're gonna have to say his name for me again.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it either, but I'm pronouncing it Jaracz. I think that's how it's supposed to be.
Jaracz.
Well,
okay, we're gonna load the game.
Yes, let's stop here and get the next.